This is the 20th of October 2020, and as many of you may realize, is that when we get to October, the year is gone. Now, I want to talk about something that is very critical as we talk about the modernization of Africa, as we talk about the total revolution of Africa, meaning taking our political power and our economic power back from this entanglement of the Western system and now the overt imperial capture of Africa by the Chinese. Now, there is something or a number of things that I believe we as Africans are not taking critical, determined, objective and strategic common sense too. Number one, I want to talk about the idea that we talk about unity. What does that really mean and how can it be achieved? I don't think we are thinking about how it can be achieved or what we're going to do to achieve it. And number two, we are not thinking about the what we have to do to get ourselves from where we are, from what we are in, and we're not thinking about the when to start. And we're not thinking about the who is going to lead it. Now, those are four critical factors. We can talk, and you can talk, and you can talk, and you can talk. And I think you know, on the landscape up there of Pan-Africanism, there's a lot of talk. There are excellent talkers who talk as if they're talking to someone. Why don't Africans do this? Why don't Africans do that? Who are you telling or say? But I want to talk to you, the youth, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to be serious. And I want you to hear me very clearly. You see, I spent about 8 years to create a manual for you. In other words, I packaged the next enterprise. I packaged the next economy for Africa in the next 40 years. It's very detailed. It's complete. It's in the book, The Riot Act, the African Master Reset, a modernization manual. It's for you. It's based on a scientific approach, a historical approach, an engineering approach to put it together. It's real. Many people that are reading the book, they say they can't put it down. So now, the point is, there's a manual, and there's a very specific vision, a number vision, that says Africa will be a $60 trillion continent, beginning to lead all the nations of the world by that number. That number is not far-fetched. 2.5 billion mouths is very doable. The mathematics point to that. But the key thing that I want to say to you, my children, I wrote this book for you so that we have failed you. We have sold our nation to the West, the continent, to the Western nations. We, our generation, have sold the continent to China. We've sold your resources and we've sold your project to China. Now, the least we can do is to give you a map. The map is there. So now we say the vision is there, the map is there. What is missing? We have the technical people who know how to drive this. What is missing is what? Organization. And that's what we are doing. I want to assure you that we are packaging the organization for a new Africa. The organization that will make it possible, because without organization, you can't get anywhere. Most revolutions in North Africa ended up with bad results. You know why? Because they did not have a plan. Then the foreign nations will come with their own leader. But I want to go back to this thing that unity is a critical thing. But I don't believe that you are creating this organization and caution to get all the youth at one platform or one platform. Now, I want to say this, that the number 4 or 5 item on the science of transformation is what is called reweaving the social map or the social architecture. In other words, what we are doing today and packaging it, for the Africa we want. For example, people are divided in every country politically. What are we going to do about that? I would say ignore the politics, unite as youth, organize yourself. Number 2, people are not thinking about the what. What is it that we're going to do? You need a vision and a map. Do you see a map, a comprehensive umbrella map anyway? Of course, it didn't exist until the Rapid Africa Plan. In the book is the Rapid Africa Plan, the fast-track modernization of Africa. And we're putting a team. That part we are doing. Don't worry about that part. And then when? Sense of agency. We've already started in July to drive this thing. So we are into almost 6 months into driving this thing. It's working at a very high level. It is working at a very high level. The best team that I've put together, the best team that anybody can ever put together for the modernization of Africa. It's already done. Unity, what is done? When is done? The sense of agency. Who do you think is going to lead it? They said the power goes to the one who sees the future first, and God will empower a leading idea and a vision according to his desire or his choosing. Any person that's able to package the vision and the map, the concept that you can hand over to the technical people. Do we have? Yes, it's there. The book is the basis of that leadership, of the who of that leadership. And we're putting together that leadership, we're putting together the who to lead it. It's already been structured. So what is required? I want you to understand this very simple principle. Very simple, very simple. We have a vision, we have a plan at the top. We have all the people that will be able to drive any area of the industry that we want at the bottom. And we have the youth on this side. Your job is to create the environment where we can come in and do it. In other words, you are the ones that are going to say, we're taking over the system, we're running the system for our future, the planning of our future. We're taking it into our hands. But thank God, I've already planned it for you. So you are there to create the space for us so that we can put this plan to work. And then so there's the plan, the vision in the plan, and there's the people who can do it, the technical people, and then there's you, the youth driving. What is missing is organization. So once we have, so we are doing the organization, we have designed the plan, we're driving creating the organizations that will drive this and align all the technical process at the bottom. What is missing is for you to unite, find a way of uniting. Of course, we are working on some efforts to do that, but you must have that realization that unless we unhook ourselves from the existing problems, issues, entities like politics, and looking forward to the idea that the current government system can give you what you want, only you can do it. Because you are thinking at that level. They are not thinking at that level. Why? Because they're busy trying to fix it. Because our system has been made not to work or to fail by the Western people and now the Chinese. So our leaders have become so busy trying to fix it that they're not thinking about the future. But only you can do it. We need to do this. We need to do this agent. Get together, forget about anything else, because everything else is going to be aligned under this umbrella of the Rapid Africa Plan. My brothers, the Rapid Africa Plan is your tool, is your power.